is saying you up there in battle format versus a battle god with your type of rapping style in front of a crowd that size is going to be a problem. What do you say to
I don't really give a fuck.
that?
I don't really give a fuck like that, man. Like, I'm here for everything. I'm here for everything, man. You know, I'm a carpenter, bro. I'm here to take the measurements, bro, and figure it out. You know, one thing about me, I adapt very fast to different habitats. Like I said, the only thing about this shit is that it has a title and a theme of battle rap. I done shook way bigger rooms, bro. I done commanded way bigger crowds, like on my own tours. You know, I know how to take a crowd like that and work the crowd. Like, what are these? Some different type of people? These some new human beings, some special improved? Nah. And I tell you what, and I ain't afraid to say this shit, man, because I ain't have no problems grabbing the crowd on my first time out. And I ain't know they was gonna fuck with me like that. It ain't like I wrote my shit and I prepared the stoppages in the middle, like, oh, they gonna react right here. When I say first, I got a gun so big. I wrote that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that them niggas was gonna motherfucking say, how big? I didn't know that they was gonna participate. That's just me and my natural ability.
No wonder they let us beef over bread, because for the cheese, one of these clown ass niggas would be happy to give me the meal with the toy. I get it. I get it. But it's been a long time since I've been a little boy, so after the night, you can have it back. But first, I got a gun so big, it only exists in battle rap. That ain't
the So if you ask me, I ain't supposed to do nothing but graduate to the bigger crowd now. If anything, I'm right where I should be. If you ask me, I'm right where the fuck I should be, because I went out there and I graduated my first time out. It wasn't debatable. I graduated my first time out. I had some nicks, some scratches, some, you know, little iffy, but for the most part, I was on top of my shit.
And we got to continue to remind people that was an opponent switch. Like, you have about 2.5 weeks. So those last 2 rounds, you know, that was, I got to assume that was last minute prep for you for the most part.
Yeah. And not only that, I altered my whole first round, even though the only reason why I rapped my first round of Daylight is because he put his first round on the internet. And mind you, the narrative that he was building around it was pissing me off, because again, I ain't have shit to do with the shit. I'm over here, nigga. I'm over here in the same spot I was when you called me. I don't know what's going on. And whatever concerns you had about why you made your decision, you're a businessman. If I was to say, yo, let's just say I was to change your mind and then it failed miserably, then it's on me, right? And so you as a businessman, you got to make the best decision for your business. So I don't know nothing about this shit, right? And I wasn't you gave me 24 hours to decide whether or not I wanted to battle Ice. You like, look, this nigga ARP tell me, listen, and mind you, you got more at stake than me. So I understand. You have way more of a loss to take than I do. You say, look, Los, I tell you what, I see that you need some time. I'll call you tomorrow.
Yo, hold on. I gotta jump in there, Los. Hold on. Everything Los is saying is a fact. But I do remember a narrative back then that it was almost like ARP pressed Los. Like it didn't happen like that.
You pressed me. You pressed me, bro.
No. Hold on. Let's clarify a press, because when people hear that word, they take it super aggressive. You know what I'm saying? What happened was I woke you up. We in different time zones.
Right.
You woke up fresh out of sleep, and the first thing you heard was that there was a big problem. So I started running down all the problems to you, and then you being you, I don't expect you to be lost for words.
I was lost for words.
Yeah. So when I saw that you was lost for words, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna call you tomorrow, think about everything, but There's a lot going on, and we gotta bust a move. We gotta figure this out right away.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't like the narrative back then, because I got a lot of respect. I got a lot of respect for Daylight as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad me and him.
Shout out to Head Ice too. Shout out to Ice.
Shout out to Head Ice for jumping in there 1000%. Shout out to Ice.
Ice came in there and did his shit too, bro.
Yeah, Ice definitely came in there, held it down on the same prep that you had. So shout out to the Wolf on that one.
Right.
But I didn't like the narrative. I didn't feel like I deserved it, and I definitely didn't feel like you deserved it. I always felt like I treated you and came at you with respect that you earned and you deserve, just flat out as a man, especially as an artist. And then on top of that, as somebody that's in business with me. So it's not, I didn't like that people made it sound like I called you like, yo, Los, this is what nah, I don't talk to people like that.
Historically, you know historically, my first time out, I got a raw deal. My first time out, I got a raw deal. Historically, that's just how it go. That's just how it go.
It wasn't. It wasn't what we all had planned. Yeah. So if we define that as a raw deal, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. It was a raw deal, and my loyalty to my fans and all the anticipation of the battle rap community to see me come over there. I said, you know what? Let's do it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and stick it out. I really wasn't with it 100%, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it, man. It is what it is. I've been in a tight situation before, and let's get it. So we decided to roll with it.
But you know what I saw about your energy though, that I respected, and I was just like, the calm is still around this event is on point. It was tense in that whole situation. You on the other coast, me and you was having these conversations. It's tense between us. It's tense online. It's tense between our fan bases. But when you landed in New York, and when you got to that press conference, and the cameras started cutting on, and the press conference is going, you're doing interviews, and then by the time we get the drum the next day, and when you got on stage, I saw your energy. Especially when the battle was over, it was like, yo, this all worked out beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah. I'm definitely glad. And even now, I said, man, you've been calling me for 2 years.
Fact.
And
I called you for a couple people. One time I did call you for DNA was one of them. And I'm not, and from what I understand, I'm not even the only league that's called you. So you've been turning battles down since 2018 when you battled Ice.
Yeah, ever since Ice, I've been turning battles down. It just speak about that. And I'm not talking about the battlers that you turned down. Just talk about battle rap. What made you say I'm a fall back? Like, talk about that, and whether that's about the Daylight. Put it all out there. A lot of the rhetoric. A lot of the rhetoric around that shit. Battle rap niggas is very damaged, man. They got their egos damaged because of the industry has not been great to them. They finding out that it's an industry now. And as much as they want to call me an industry rapper, nigga, use an industry rapper if you in the battle rap now. That shit is industrialized, fam. And a lot of niggas didn't know that. A lot of niggas thought that, oh, battle rap is, this where rap started. So we reel it in the industry, niggas. Well, the business is not always. A lot of you niggas done been enslaved. So when these dudes ain't getting the money they deserve, when they not getting the props they deserve, when they haven't stepped outside of the platforms that built them and built their own platforms, or use it to cross brand or to drive traffic to their own, things and create direct to consumer and set up merch and set up, these niggas just starting to get a business mind. So then 2 years ago, when I'm coming into the sport, a lot of the narrative was, you coming over here to get money because the industry shit ain't working out, or whenever you industry niggas start falling off, y'all want to come to battle rap. And I'm like, what, nigga? Like, that shit, it bothered me a little bit, because I'm like, I thought you niggas was the most in tune niggas. Like, I'm sitting here watching y'all from my house, in love with everything y'all do because y'all so real and so it's so grimy. I'm like, this the closest thing to the real. And here y'all niggas is buying into a narrative that y'all have created in-house in battle rap because of the type of dudes that have come to the sport that are just more famous than y'all. What the you mad that Joe Budden came and got a check? He's more famous than you. He could probably go damn near anywhere and get a check. He's Joe Budden. The nigga just got a check for do a fucking podcast. He never did a podcast before. They get multi-millions to do a podcast because he's Joe Budden. He created an entity that has worth. And the nigga been on Love and Hip Hop. He has value. You've been in battle rap.
What you just said is a big part of it. It is a pocket watch scenario as well. People feel like when they on the ground and they built something, they've been putting in all the pain and all this type of work over the years. When somebody with that type of following comes in and air quotes is brand new, even though we was even promoting old school footage of you with the 5X white t-shirts, battle rapping and all that type of shit. But they throw all that shit out the window. It's just like, all right, you came in and then the pocket watch side says, I know he's making more than me. I know he's making more than me. And that create, whether they admit it or not, that creates an issue.
Yeah, but the problem is you dudes have not branded yourself. All those millions of views y'all bragging about, you ain't turned that into money outside of those platforms. And that's the issue. Here, nigga, I've been on Netflix, I've been on MTV, I've been on BET, I done wrote songs for Usher, Keisha Cole, French Montana, Weeknd, so many artists. Like, I'm expanding myself. You don't see me. You don't see me.
And those are checks that come consistently in the mail, right?
Listen, brother. That one that I was getting from Empire, I need to find out how to get that one again. Okay. And I wrote for the number one show on Fox, Empire. I wrote for that show for 2 seasons. Lord have mercy. Okay. Listen, that shit had me further and further. So listen, what we did the first time, and mind you, you can tell the battle rap world, I didn't even combat you. You said a number, and I said, cool, bro, I do it. I couldn't negotiate. I didn't even negotiate. I know how contracts work. I know how negotiations work. The first thing somebody come with is what they're willing to offer, but they're always willing to go a little bit more to get what they want. I didn't do that. You said a number, I said, cool. Bro, I was getting more than that to stay home in my socks. To stay home in my socks, bro. Go to one session, record the shit for the episodes, bro. I didn't have to move. So for me to do this whole thing, go through all this fucking drama, go here, I gotta stand in front of head fucking ice out of nowhere. When I really looked at it, bro.
Our culture unfortunately gets real messy at times.
Y'all culture is, and I don't mind going in the dirt, but it was like, yo, you know what? I don't never want to deal with this shit again. So for the last 2 years, I've been turning down everything. I heard K-Shine say something, DNA, and I really had to weigh it. Like, if I come back, it got to be somebody under my resume that fits my royal identity, and it ain't no diss to nobody. Knowing who you are ain't a diss to nobody. That's why I said, who I am in to music industry and whatever is personally personally respected, bringing Puff to the, the Summer Madness. Why wouldn't I come? I ain't taking out a nigga's mouth and coming back for my return on the investment. And that's why that was such a big bar, because that's how much it bothered me that people said that Math made blogs and went on Champion and was talking about me taking plates out of people's mouths, because bro didn't know me personally like that at the time. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Math with his podcast and going crazy. Shout out to him that he found a beautiful space for his energy. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Math.
But but that's the thing, man. So yeah, bro. I ain't want to fuck with it. And then you called me several times about this shit and I was still wasn't fucking with it. And I was like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. The only thing that would inspire me at this point, beyond just because I know if I got to deal with this, it got to be worth it to me. I gotta feel like I'm compensated because the great shit that I've done, you know, when I first came in, it's not like I hit you for that. I ain't say nothing. So I was like, bro, if it really ain't that, and then you came and you was like, look, bro, the business is correct. I just need to know. And I'm like, okay, ARP he ain't fucking around. He about his business. And another thing is I really respected what you did with Cassidy and Hitman. And the pressure that put out in the world. See, that's the type of shit I like. I like shrewd, smart, intellectual. Like that shit to me was such a chess move. And it rung bells. It made a lot of noise. It's the biggest, most viral moment in battle rap now. Period. You know, it's right up there with You Gonna Get This Work.
I knew you was gonna say that one as the example, yeah, or a parallel.
Yeah, it's right up there because man, you know, and even this last face off with Calico and Hitman was great. Shit was great to me. I love the energy, and I see Calico playing off of that Cassidy energy, trying to hit that spot, trying to get Hitman off his square so he can go in there. So I love the way niggas is approaching this from a smarter perspective now, and not taking this shit to heart and hating each other.
See, but that's one thing that we all gotta respect about King Los is even when he wasn't battling prior to the Ice battle, and then after 2018, all the way now to July 10th, when y'all didn't see him on the scene. And I've been saying this in interviews about you. I'm like, he's always right there. Like, you could definitely talk about anything that's happening in the culture. You talk about the face off that drop, and I know you want a card, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like people, they don't give people the credit that they deserve just because they're out of sight, out of mind. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that this man isn't heavily involved in the culture.
I'm way more into the culture. Put it like this. I'm way more into the culture than anybody because I understand every dynamic and facet of rap. So that's my first thing. Like every approach that is to this shit, like when people be like, oh, he can't transition into like, bro, if I don't transition, it's because I don't want to. I'm not in a space where there's nothing that I can't lyrically acquire. It's just if I don't do that shit, I don't fucking want to. So when I went against Ice, everybody told me the narrative. And I was like, who y'all think y'all talking to? Like, who y'all thinking y'all telling, oh, you can't, we don't want to hear the Lyrical Miracle. And then I went out there and ain't do shit but Lyrical Miracle my whole first round. On purpose. Because niggas told me I couldn't. I'm like, nigga, if I got to beat this nigga with 2 rounds because y'all just ain't going to fuck with it, I don't give a fuck, bro. And I don't think people understand the gritty side of me. Like, first of all, I'm from Baltimore. So trying to get me to give a fuck, good luck with that.
And until them niggas battle and stop running, I'ma keep talking my shit and ain't nobody gonna whoop no ass. You keep lying through your teeth saying I told you you was trash. I never told nobody Hitman trash, bro. I call you one of the goats to this shit, bro.
Hey, Calico, listen, this rap. I'm not even talking about the rap shit. I'm talking about the other shit that you do. Hitman
like
hollers, Hitman hollers a word, No.
I said the brotherhood. I said the brotherhood. I've been saying fuck the brotherhood.
And that's where we differ at, bro. I don't do that, bro. So you want me to be cool with niggas that do stuff that I don't do.
Just like that day, you didn't speak to me. You didn't say nothing to me. You didn't look my way. I walked up on you and grabbed you and said, what's up, my nigga?
That's the problem me and you got. You don't care, I do, which is cool. So I fall back, bro. I let you do you. I'm not that nigga, bro.
Yeah. Niggas call my phone like holla. They saying Cassidy let Calico earn his rounds for you. I'm like, so? Like that's gonna save him. But at the face-off, I was gonna let him hit rounds from my Calico. I was returning the favor.
I beat Hitman. He know I beat him. He can act like I'm hating on him, or he can act like, Hitman don't like me. I'll really get you killed, Will. Have your mama at the funeral like this don't even feel real. Oh my God!
The way he puts shit together, the way he connects is very unique. I feel like he's the only one that raps the way he raps. He only gave us half a round, and we want that other half, nigga.
Thank you, ARP.
for not making that battle happen. That was the greatest thing that ever happened in my life, bro.
No wonder you stand up here looking like a broke-ass Kevin Garnett. That's that bullshit perception. The difference between a nigga who could have went to the NBA, but would rather pretend to be a Minnesota Wolves and respect him.
I sat there for 3 years in a room crafting some of my niggas.
Brick by brick. It's a lifestyle, it's not a phrase. Last year he made a statement claiming he wanted all the kings of RBE. When he said it, I don't think he foresaw me being in the picture. A lot done changed in a year. I do know if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. But a wise man always told me, be careful what you ask for.
His real name's Jonathan. Well, that ain't give me much to go off. I know he went to jail, John, and he came home and showed off. Y'all looking like, where the fuck is he going? My first thought, if he got the name in jail, well, what the fuck was he showing?
You do look like Jesus. I ain't gonna lie, that was hard in a way. But my God wouldn't wear that bummy do-rag. He had a part in the waves. Let's go!
Like before that 3-year-old boy knew what his pops looked like, that little nigga knew what the ops looked like. Like before Legos, little nigga knew what a block looked like. Never saw. Fuck, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Who this nigga talking to? He a lame now. Going against me, they be chasing fame now. He said he more Clay because I was Claymore. That's why the nigga ain't in the game now.
About this shit I'm putting together, man. Listen, I'm shocking myself.
You less than popping second option. I ain't asked for you, Holmes. My other op can't travel. He ain't asked to be home. He got a C3POs. Now it's Attack of the Clones. What? What? He's gonna fucking die! Fucking shit don't even make sense, boy. Let's go! Let's go! Do you believe?
Purchase your ticket to be in the building or catch it live on pay-per-view stream.